Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? I'm doing well. We're back with Explorers of Sky. Let me see if I can get it so we can hear the game audio. The volume mixer. There we go. Okay, you guys can hear the game audio now, right? I think so. Let's go. Let's beat this game. I'm hoping we can beat it tonight. We're very close to the end, so I'm thinking we can. Okay, so here we are at the Hidden Land. Let's check we need to put stuff away. Yeah, so I think we have like I think we have like 3 or 4 more dungeons and then we're at the end of the game. So we're almost there, guys. And this is my first time playing on the controller, so hopefully that goes well. Store. Okay. Well, let's save really quick. Wait a minute. Let me put away money. Now let's save. And head into the Hidden Land first dungeon. Let's go. Hi, Wendy. Are you ready? Yes. Yes. Looks like we're ready. Okay, let's go. Into the Hidden Land. Tropius. Okay. That is not what I meant to do. How do I use my selected move? Oh! It's like... Is it... It is that one. Okay, sorry. I have not played this game yet with my controller, so I'm still getting used to how it all works. There we go. Captivate, that's not nice. Very good, Shem. So yeah, I think we have to go through this, and then we have to go through the Temporal Tower. And there might be one more dungeon in there that I'm forgetting, because, you know, it's been forever since I played this game. Or this part of the game, at least. But, yeah. Does anyone in chat happen to know how many dungeons there are in the Hidden Land area? Seems like there's a lot of grass types here, though, which is nice. For us, at least, not for them. Okay. Ooh, item. I fell asleep. That's not very good. I forgot the AI doesn't avoid traps in this game, unfortunately. Okay, smack. Nice. Okay. Smack. Goodness, you're bulky. And now I'm immobilized, so I can't move? I'm not really sure how that works. Shem, no, don't die, Shem. We need you. There's no way I could fight Dialga without Shem, so... That's not the only reason we need Shem, but that's one of them. There we go. Okay. Why did you use Aqua Tail on Shem? That's like... Why? Confused by AI in game. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let's try this one more time. Yeah, thank you for helping, Shem. Okay. Let's head to the next floor. Might be a big brain idea. Proceed. Ooh, 2 items on this floor? Okay. How dare you attack me? That's not very nice. What does a rebound orb do? Counters mini counter status. Don't know what that means. Now it's hailing. I hate hail. How do I... Actually, I don't think I have a set item, so we'll just throw. And throw. Throwing mocks is the most efficient way to deal with your enemies. Let's see if I can find that exit, though. This hail is annoying. Very annoying indeed. Here we go. 7 items on the slot. It's a lot. But that explains it. I was about to say, that seems like a sussy amount of items. Let's use this. And let's just leave. Oh, or not. I suppose we can fight these guys. Because if we don't, they'll just come after us later, so. Flamethrower, because it's 4 times effective. Or not. If I miss, you know. Probably not going to be 4 times effective if I miss. Oh. This is why I always have some orbs on me for specific dungeons like this. Nice. Specifically monster houses. Set move can't be used. Okay, moves. Let's use flamethrower. Or not. One more time. What is— oh goodness, this is scary. Dig. Underground is safe. Ooh, nice. Level 37. I better not have broken my dig. What does this do? No, we don't need that. Definitely not as good as our other moves. Especially not in prison. It broke my dig. That sucks. Okay. I have a slumber orb, right? Items. Yeah, use. This is why it's important to be prepared. Okay, Brugly. Let's hit you with a flamethrower. And I can hit you with a dig. These monster houses are very scary. Ah yes, thank you for increasing the fire type moves. Very, very appreciated. Shem, are you good, darling? Great, now they're starting to wake up. Let's just keep using dig. That seems like a safe move. Profile, what are you doing? You're not being helpful, sweetie. This isn't good. Let's heal up. Maybe I should not have taken on this monster house, but... Although my fire type moves are greatly increased now because they keep hitting me with fire type attacks, which is nice. Thank you for being out of your confusion, Shem. That's nice. Okay. Hey guys, I'm underground. You can't hit me. Okay. I think we want to target the Garchomp. No, we'll target Dragonite next. Because he keeps just giving me fire type boosts. Flamethrower. There we go. Fire type moves are very strong right now, which is super nice. I think we're safe. Or not. Not safe. Not safe at all. Okay. Let me smack and then... Oh yay, Shem's level 37! Ooh, new move. Scary face, what does that do? No, you don't need that. Yes, forget the move Scary Face. Good job on the level up, though. So how's everybody in chat doing? So I don't like the Monster House music continuing to go. Let me throw a Geopebble at you. And moves, let's use Flamethrower. Nice. Item. It was something. I didn't get a chance to see what, but it was something. Okay, let's keep going. See what we can find. Hopefully a staircase. Abomasnow, no, you're not a staircase. You're a Pokemon, Abomasnow. 5th floor. This is much more relaxing music. As I incinerate the Tropius. That's nice. Makes me much stronger. Let's see if there's anything close to the staircase. We might as well check. No items that are worth it, unfortunately. Yeah. Okay, and over here? Nothing. Let's hit you with a dig. Oh, this is such relaxing music. I love this. As I murder the Magmortar. The Hidden Land is just such a vibe. You know? This might be bad. Oh, I managed to smack it, though. If only I could switch with Shem. But I guess that's impossible. I am running out of Oran Bears. I should have brought more with me. We'll find one on the floor somewhere. Do I have any heal seeds? Nope. Oh, but I'm back to normal anyways. Let's dig. I want to get underground and avoid some attacks. Okay. Bruh. Shem, take care of him. Please. Thank you. let's hit you with a dig. That should be super effective. Because you is a ground type. Very much so. Dew, Pebble, Prism Band. That does prevent me from getting confused, but I think the items we have on everybody right now is better. Very nicely done, you two. Very strong friends. Dig. Dig against this electric boy. Okay. Oh, this isn't good. This is no bueno. I suppose if they're targeting me on underground, it's okay. Oh. Let's just keep hiding underground to avoid all of their attacks. Too bad Grovyle isn't doing anything. There we go. This Spurn Orb, that's helpful. I believe that teleports all the Pokemon in a room. Bruh! Stop hitting me. Cringing. How fun. Okay. Yeah, I don't have too much to say. I didn't do anything too interesting today. I had lab this morning, but that was lab. We just did organic chemistry, you know? I find it interesting, but I know you guys probably won't, so. Yes, okay. Good. Grovyle is feeling better. Next floor! Hidden 9th floor. I'll probably have to use a max elixir soon. Grovyle, where are you using dig? I know you have grass type moves. Okay. 10th floor. Oh, heck yeah. Getting hungry. That's not good. Is there anything over this way? Items. Do you have flash fire? No. But Shem can probably fight you easier. Because you don't resist Shem's. Gosh darn it. Big brain. That didn't work. I thought that would work. And am I out? Sneak Scarf? Interesting. Am I out of... I do have an Oranberry. That's good, because I'm almost dead. Okay. And I'm out of PP on my moves. Shem, help me. Guess we need to use that max elixir. Ingest. Thank you, Shem. Smack. Let us proceed, see what we can find. Hopefully oh my gosh. Hopefully an exit. Getting hungry? Apple. Oranberry. There's a Garchomp here. I don't like that. Yeah, take that. Get killed. And we have to go all the way back around. Oh, hello, big boy. Sometimes that just happens. You find a big boy. Yeah, take the flamethrower, boy. That's scary. Let's just dig. Thank you, Grovile. Much appreciated. Let us proceed. Let's hit you with a dig. I need more water. I've been doing a bad job of drinking water this stream. And yes, I realize we've only been going for like 20 minutes. But I still need to drink more. Need to have that health. Yummy! Hello, Tropius. Let's just knock you out the flamethrower. What was that, bro? You couldn't just die. Hey, Shem, can you take this? Items. I can throw some rocks at him. Throwing rocks. Oh, that's scary. Oh, no. Yeah, let's switch Shem. Yeah, Dragonite, I don't appreciate you trying to kill Shem. He's my friend. And I need to protect my friends, like every generic protagonist. I mean, it makes sense, but... Graveler. Oh. That's one thing we haven't run into in the wild. I don't think we've actually seen, like, Tricos in the wild, or Groviles in the wild. Which I suppose makes sense, because they're a starter, but... Can you become a Trico in this game? I don't know. Questions. Does anybody happen to know? Okay. Big boy. I'm just gonna dig because I don't want to deal with the big boy. See? It worked. It dealt with the big boy for me. Ooh, 8 gems. We already have embargo. I don't know what vacuum cut does. I suppose I could look after this fight. Haha. Ooh, level 38. Wow, I didn't realize how high level we were. What does vacuum cut do? All enemies in the room. That's nice. But, like, how much? Power special, so I would have to put it on me. But it doesn't say how much, so I don't think I want that. But that's a good thing to just have in the box for maybe, like, a partner Pokemon in the future. That's not good. Shem, kill it. Okay, I can throw a rock at it. If that helps. Nice job, Shem. Where is the staircase? There it is. Oh, thank you so much for the raid, Alphilion. Nice to meet you. How did your stream go? Or nice to see you, sorry. Hope you guys had a good stream. Welcome so much, raiders. We are playing some Explorers of Sky right now, so I welcome you to our chat. We are, oh, dialogue. No, not dialogue. Mid-dungeon break. So yeah, we are in the like last stretch of the game. We're on the hidden land. Old ruins is where we're going next. So let us continue. Yeah, but hope you guys are all doing well. We're doing pretty well over here. And make sure you guys go check out Aphelion if you're here. I don't have any commands for that, but go check them out. They are a cool person. And I really appreciate the raid. Okay. So yeah, for those of you who don't know, this is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explores the Sky. Basically, our character was turned into a human, Pokemon from being a human, and we're trying to save the world. That's basically the plot. We go through these like randomly generated dungeons. So, what were you guys playing over on Aphelion stream? Oh. Well, whatever it was, I'm sure it was fun. Yeah. Where is the staircase? I'm thinking... Oh. We're ugly. Let's kill this big cat. Or not. This isn't good. Thank you for trying, Shem. Oh, Destiny 2! That sounds like fun! And what's Tiny Tina's Wonderland? I don't think I've heard of that game before. But it sounds like you guys had some fun over there. I should say, I'm playing as Windy the Vulpix, and my partner is Shem the Shakes. Haha, because it rhymes. Ah yes, of course the staircase was in the last room I checked. Oh. Yes, but... super excited to have you guys here. Oh. Nice, okay. Let's throw a rock at this Garchomp. Because that's the best way to deal with your enemies, is to throw rocks at them. Nice. Okay, goodbye, Grovyle. You just yoed out of here, I guess. Let's just go to the next floor. I kind of want to get through here, because I know there's going to be a lot of dialogue and stuff. And I want to try to beat the game today, so... yes, that is my goal. Although, from what I'm aware of, there's a lot more to this game than just the main game. I think there's, pretty hefty post-game. I never really experienced it because as a kid I just didn't find it. So, and there's all these little secret episodes we can do too. Like if you character backstory and stuff. Also, congrats on the level up, Shem. Very excited. Because this is the Hidden Highland that we're in. I didn't realize we were in a different dungeon. Though I suppose it makes sense. It is different looking. So what class do you play in Destiny 2? I don't play it too much, but when I do, I tend to play Titan. Usually Shield Titan or Hammer Titan. Oh. There's a boy. Let's throw some more rocks at him. Come on, Shem, you can kill him. Nice. Okay. Oh. Geopebble throw. Grovyle, I believe in you. You can knock him out. Bro, why aren't you using Leaf Blade? You're a grass type, bro. Grovyle, what are you doing? Oh my goodness. I don't understand Grovyle sometimes. There we go. Ooh, Graveler Rock. That's helpful. Fossil and Pechaberry. We probably actually want the Fossil Orb. Oh, I need to eat something anyways, so I can just do that. Yeah, so this is a game about inventory management, sort of. It's just about managing a whole lot of different things as we go through these randomly generated dungeons, so it's a lot of fun. Four items on this floor, okay. But can we find the exit? Probably. Warp Seed. That's Spurn Ore? We do want that. That teleports everybody, so I can just give this to Wendy. There we go. Now, I usually like to save the gummies because you can get more Fossil. That's also pretty good. You can get, actually, we already have two. We don't need more than that. You can get better buffs from them if you make them into drinks in town, I think. Or at least that was the impression that I've gotten. Oh. That's not good. Grovyle! Why did you walk on the self-destruct trap, bro? What are you doing? Not very cool of you, if I have to be honest with ya. Dig. Haha, you can't attack me while I'm underground. It's a foolproof plan. Okay. Oh. You guys beat him up? Good. Let's see if we can find an exit. That would be nice. First, I need more water. Yes. Okay. Got my water. Let's keep going. Yeah, unfortunately, because of the hail, we take damage like every couple of turns, which sucks, but not much we can do about it. Nobody on the team has weather moves, so. And the one that might be slightly beneficial to us is the fire, because it would boost my attack. Well, my fire type moves, at least. Nice, okay. Heavy box, that probably does not have anything useful in it. Where is the exit? We've done the entire perimeter of the map, and I still can't find it. That's the thing about these games, every floor is random, so sometimes you might just spawn in the room with the staircase. Sometimes you might have to explore the entire floor to find it. Like right now. Okay, is this staircase? And Graveler Rocks. Proceed. Floor 7? Oh. No, guys, don't walk on the traps. That's not what you're supposed to do. Yeah, the AI in later games ignores the traps. I mean, like doesn't walk on them. But not in this game. It's not the biggest deal. Usually the traps aren't too bad, and they occasionally break, so. Ooh, gummy. I might as well eat that to put it to use. Eat Wendy. There we go. Okay. Oh, we're on the 8th floor? Usually these longer dungeons are between 10 to 20 floors, I'd say, maybe 12 to 18. So I definitely still have a bit to go. And then we have to go through maybe another dungeon to find the ruins? I don't know if the ruins itself is its own dungeon or not. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I've played this part of the game. And I might as well eat the big apple. I see a Tropius. Bruh, that's not very nice to smack me with your sweet fumes or whatever. I'll light you on fire instead. Oh wait. He drops them. Sky... Sorry about that. Died there for a second. We'll feed this one to Shem. Yeah. We're looking for the exit. Oh, electroships get paralyzed in this game? That sucks. Ooh, exit. Let's go. Oh, that's the end of the dungeon. Old ruins. Wow, this place is... yeah, it looks like a whole bunch of legendary Pokemon. It's incredible! Look at it, Wendy! Look at all these fantastic paintings and inscriptions on the walls! Like Clapper said, this place is the old ruins. The Rainbow Stone ship should be here. Yep, that's right. Let's go in there. What is this place? I'm not sure myself, but I would imagine it must be the Temple of the Old Ruins. Let's head up the stairs. That's not my Shem place, that's wrong. This appears to be the top. Hey, look here! A strange pattern is here too. There's a small indentation in the middle. I wonder what it's for. Oh, what's that? What is it, Wendy? There's a stone tablet. Seems to be something inscribed here. What are these strange runes? This is inscribed with unknown letters. It's written in an ancient language. Can you read it, Grovyle? Yes, I've researched extensively to learn about this. Really? Great! Quick, read it! Don't be so impatient. Give me a minute. ... So, Grovyle. Still reading. I've got it. It appears this place itself. This is the Rainbow Stone ship. What? This is it? Yeah, that's right. There's an indentation there. Here it is. Shem, this is where it goes. Fit that fragment with the strange pattern onto it in the indentation. What? You want me to put the relic fragment there? That's right. This will activate the Rainbow Stone ship. We can ride it to Temporal Tower. That's what it said on the tablet. Really? Try it and see. Okay. Put into this hollow spot. That's quite enough of that. Who's there? Oh, that was Dusknoir. Oh. The Sableye! Dusknoir! How did you get here? Huh. Quite simple, actually. I had Master Dialga warp us here directly. For all I knew, you would have inevitably come here. Waiting here spared us the bother of having to search for you. Fortunately, you're coming back to the future with me. Sableye, take them to the dimensional hole. This isn't good. Hey! There's the dimensional hole! Sableye! Into the dimensional hole with them! Psst, Shem, Wendy. Yes? I'm with you. Yeah! Well. You display some feeble resistance, knowing that it's futile. You expect anything less? Huh. You leave me no choice. Simply defeat you here, then, and take you to the future makes no difference to me. The odds are overwhelmingly stacked against you. How much resistance can you even serve up? Show me! Swarm them! Guess we have one last boss fight before we climb the temporal tower. Okay. Let's... I think this is the time to pull out an Iron Thorn and throw it at Dusknoir. And now I can imprison Dusknoir, which means that he cannot move or use any abilities for a while, which is nice. And I'm just gonna start beating the crap out of him. Because I have a dark type move. I'm also gonna be keeping an eye on everybody's hit points. Make sure that nobody is gonna pass out. Although we do have 2 Reviver Siege, so it's not the biggest deal. There we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh. Okay. Yeah, if one of us faced once, it's not the biggest deal. If it happens twice, then I'll be concerned. The true question is, do we get that power band back since it got thrown off Shem? Oh. Okay. So I need to paralyze Dusknoir again. Imprison on Dusknoir. Okay. Ah, heck. I really hope we get those items back. Because that bow is, like, really important. Okay. I think it's time to hit you with the flamethrower. So it's gonna do a little bit more. And I might retreat just to make sure I get my cobalt bow back. Because that thing is really good. We can always get another, band for Shem. But we can't get another cobalt bow. Which raises all of my stats. So I kinda need that. Okay. Let's hit you with a flamethrower. Nice. Yeah, I think Dusknoir, just hasn't stayed in stats. And I'm gonna see if I can get Shem's item back really quick too. Or not. Hopefully it just gets back on in his inventory. I refuse to lose. So foolhardy. You dare to challenge me for all the effort in the world with your puny power. You had no chance of winning from the start. Dusknoir is truly tough. Don't give up. There's a way out of this. It's easy for you to say. Huh. You've done admirably well for those pitiful as you. But it's all over now. This is the end. The mouth on his stomach. It opened up. He's gonna do something. Is he gonna unleash a move on us? That mouth on his stomach? Wait a second. Mouth on his stomach? That's it. That could work. What is it, Wendy? What? Force our combined moves down his stomach? Is that possible? There's no time. It's our one shot for a while. Take this! Now go! Nice. We knocked back his Kamehameha. Oh! Haha, we knocked him out with his own power. We did it. Dusknoir is down. We finally beaten Dusknoir. It can't be. Lord Dusknoir. Lord Dusknoir was defeated. Huh. Your Sableye ran off. You have no luck attracting reliable allies. Shem. What is it? Go to the top of the temple. Put the Thrillo fragment in that hollow spot. I mean, to check if the Rainbow Stone ship actually works. Meanwhile, Wendy and I will keep an eye on Dust Noir here. Okay, I'll go do that. If the Rainbow Stone ship works, we can go to Temporal Tower. I hope it activates. Don't move. Grovyle, Wendy. Is this really what you want? History has changed. The Pokemon of the future will disappear. What? If history has changed, Pokemon of the future will disappear? It won't be just me. Both of you, Grovyle and Wendy alike. Since you come from a future that will cease to exist, you'll both disappear too. Is that what you really want? If we change history, then we'll disappear too? Is Dust Noir telling the truth? Grovyle. It's true, Wendy. If we change history, we will disappear. Grovyle? But it doesn't matter. It means restoring time and bringing peace to the world. It's what I came to the past to do. Celebi too. She helped us, knowing she would disappear if we succeeded. Even Celebi? Oh, I recall when we were in the future. Besides, it'd be so kind for us. As for this planet's paralysis, we finally spared the agony of this world of darkness. My dear Grovyle, I would devote my whole life to achieve that end. Tilly said she would devote her whole life. This is what she meant. And Wendy, you came with that same resolve. We came through the future fully accepting what would happen to us. But where you are now, if you don't remember that resolve. And this is coming as a great shock to you, but we have no choice in the matter either way. If we don't act, time will be destroyed. Planet's paralysis will begin. To bring peace to this world, we have to disappear. To try to understand, Wendy. So that's how it was. I came to this world with such resolve, knowing that if it succeeded, we would disappear. But if we don't act, the destruction of time can't be stopped. That means we have to do it. Even that means I must disappear. Oh, Wendy, but there's just one thing. One thing changed for us by coming to this world. It's true that we had the resolve to complete our mission. That was when we first came into this world. We had absolutely nothing to lose and nothing to go back to. But Wendy, this changed for you when you became a Pokemon. You found a friend and a partner in Shem. Shem looks up to you. If your partner found out that you might disappear, I'm sure Shem would be crushed. Shem has a good spirit, but if the future's altered and you disappear, your partner will. Shem will be left all alone. Finally understand, if I change history, I will disappear. If I disappear, Shem will be Shem. Guys, this is breaking my heart. We can't leave Shem all alone, but we have to save the future. Here it is. It's this hollow spot. The relic fragment is supposed to go into this spot. It will activate the Rainbow Stone ship, Grovyle said. It's worth a try. Place the relic fragment in the hollow spot. Oh? What? It moved! It moved! What was that? Shem's done it! That noise, it has been the sound of the Rainbow Stone ship activating. Aww. Aww. I won't. You'll never change history. Grovyle. Grovyle. So you shielded Wendy, Grovyle? That's taken a heavy toll on you. Very well. You're going down first. What are you doing? Dust Noir. I'm taking you with me. We're going back to the future. What? Wendy, it's up to you now. Gah, those are time gears. Okay, team, the Rainbow Stone ship is ready to go. What's happening? Shem, this is it for me. I'm taking Dust Noir back to the future. Huh? What? I can never come back here again. Watch when he's back. Promise me. But take your place, Grovyle. I can't. You must and you will, because you can, Shem. You two are the greatest of combinations. Oh, unhand me! Release me! We're almost there. Quiet! Wendy. Take care, Wendy. I'm lucky to have known you. The parting hurts. The rest is in your hands. Grovyle. Sorry for the hold-up, Dust Noir. Wah! Oh. Well, that happened. Grovyle. Why? Grovyle. The sound of the Rainbow Stone ship. It's getting louder. Rainbow Stone ship. It looks like it's ready to go. But, Grovyle. Grovyle. It's sad. I'm too sad to even move. But, right. We don't hurry. The Rainbow Stone ship won't go without us. Grovyle, even though I'm sad, I have to do this. We'd better go. The time gears. I'd better gather them up. Wait for us in the future, Grovyle. We'll stop the planet's paralysis. We'll change the future into a better world. A world in which Grovyle can live happily. We won't fail. But what Dusknoir said. Is this really what you want? History's changed. We Pokemon of the future will disappear. That's right. If the future is changed, Grovyle will disappear. And I will disappear too. Hey, Wendy. Last thing Grovyle said to you was, Wendy. The parting hurts. The rest is in your hands. His last words. Parting hurts. I understand that feeling. I understand how it hurts. Grovyle was partners with you for a long time, Wendy. I think it must have hurt Grovyle terribly to leave you. That may be what he meant, but no, that isn't it. Grovyle's last words, they weren't about me and Grovyle. He meant me and Shem. Grovyle said what he did because he knew I would have to leave Shem eventually. History has changed. I will disappear. My time together with Shem is ending. This is our last adventure. Hey, Wendy, we got to do this for Grovyle's sake. Let's go to the Temporal Tower. God, this game is so sad, guys. The last adventure. It's getting louder. Let's move. Let's get on it quick. Oh wow! It is just. What? It is just a cylinder. Oh, it's a rainbow cylinder. Hey, look at that. It's Temporal Tower! Finally, we're on our way. We're going there. Made it to Temporal Tower. We're nearly there, Wendy. There's no turning back now. Hey, up there. The top of Temporal Tower is glowing red. What could that be? Let's hustle! Ooh, guys, we're at the final dungeon! Oh, I'm very excited. This is the entrance to Temporal Tower. Ah, the ground's shaking! Did it settle down? What was that tremor anyway? Hey, that reminds me. Grovyle once said something about this. He said that time started going out of control because Temporal Tower began collapsing. So that tremor we just felt. Temporal Tower began collapsing as we speak. We have to hurry, Wendy. Yes, we will hurry. Let's store some stuff first, guys. Take a minute. We're at the end of the game. This is the final dungeon. And we're gonna take this on. I think after all of our training together, I think that Wendy and Shem can do this together. I believe in us, guys. But the question is, do you? I sure hope so. Oh, is it full? Okay. Okay, let's take some silver spikes, some more apples. We really want some more orange berries. Let's see what else we can store. Okay. What else do we need for this final thing? Probably want a couple more virus seeds. anything else that we need. Otherwise, we might just have to go with what we have. Ooh, raise level by 1. Let's take that. And let's take a life seed. Those sound very useful to use right before this final dungeon. Store. Okay. Let's see if we can store some of our TMs. Okay. I think everything else is good. Give to Windy. Give to Shem. Can we use Joy Seed? Give to Windy. Oh, return. I can't use it till we get in the dungeon. Okay. Let's save. Don't want to go through all that dialogue again. Let's go in the dungeon. Let's beat this game, guys. I believe in us. Save completed. Are you ready, Windy? Yes. Okay, we're all set to go. Off we go. Let's go, guys. Okay. Has some boppin' music, though. Okay. This is like some kind of remix of the main theme, isn't it? I'm loving this, but I'm also feeling real anxious because, you know, why did I keep these on me? Bro, we don't need 2 plain seeds. Bro. Okay. Life seed we want to give to Shem. Because Shem is supposed to be the bulk person. And then Joy Seed we can give to Windy. Level 39. Okay. Let's go, guys. Let's climb the temporal... Oh! Poison spikes. That's not very good. Let's climb the temporal tower. Get to the top. And fight Dialga. We can do this, guys. All these Porygon are getting my ability. That sucks. You good? Do you need my help, Shem? There we go. So what are you guys in chat up to? I need something else to talk about this game. Because I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna cry when this game ends. I always do. I always cry at the Mystery Dungeon games, guys. So what are you doing? What's everybody in chat doing? We've been left for about an hour. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Whew. Okay, I just need to calm down, guys. Okay, I'm good. I think. Maybe. For like 5 minutes, probably. Lunatone? That's a Pokemon that you don't see too often. Cosmic Power? I'm assuming? Yeah. Okay, let's keep going. I do have to say, this is like the first like actual like quote-unquote man-made dungeon that we've gone through. Like it's like an actual like building. Kind of wondering why a building would be a mystery dungeon, but I guess it's because time's being a little wonky. So, okay. Ooh. Slumber Orb. I need some more water. Okay. Ooh, looks like there's some enemies and some items in here. Flamethrower. Ha ha ha. Oh. Hi, Lunatone. Let me beat you up, Lunatone. Porygon. I'm just gonna use Dig, because I want to save some of my fan attack PP. You know, I totally didn't grab another max elixir. That might be an issue. Let's just get this item and try to just speedrun through this dungeon, I guess, because I do not have one. Yeah, I don't. That's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I guess we're gonna have to do some PP conservation strats if we don't get through the dungeon relatively fast. Item. Let's throw a spike at you. It is nice that the normal attack actually does damage in this game. Or at least like a decent amount, because like in some of the games, like the early ones it does. But in the newer ones it does like 5 damage, which, you know, is fair. Yeah. You good, Shem? No, Shem's asleep. That's not good. Okay. Come on, wake up, buddy. Okay. Gotta smack the sun and moon, respectively. Okay. Smack it, Shem. Very nice. Yeah, boxes. Boxes, we like boxes. Okay. Cherry berry, spurn orb. 7th floor of Temporal Tower. Looks like there's some enemies in this room. Not good. Flamethrower. And that. Why are you throwing rocks at me? I don't like that. It's not very nice. I guess I can throw rocks back if you're gonna throw rocks at me. I can throw rocks all day long, Lunatone. If you feel like you have to throw rocks at me. This room is kind of sussy. I'm kind of surprised it's not like, you know, the thing. Bless you. That, I thought it was gonna be a monster house just by the amount of items that were there. You know? Okay. Power band, we don't need that, but I can eat this apple. Eat Windy. Porygon, why are you here? Yeah, die, Porygon. Items, we can eat this too. Oh, maximum belly size increase, that's nice. I didn't realize you could do that. I was supposed to probably told me that at some point. Well, that's not good. Let's say I have all my— oh, I meant to kill it, but I mean, let's say I have all my PP back, but also River Seeds are expensive. I didn't really want to waste one of those. Yeah, take that, Porygon. Porygon is like a really scary Pokemon. Oh, you can move diagonally. Okay. Item. All Match Orb. It's like, I don't appreciate you, Porygon. There we go. Okay. The true question is, how many floors is this dungeon gonna have? It is like the last big hurrah, so I would imagine quite a few. But like, I don't actually know. Like I said, long time since I played the game. Agility, that's not good. Yeah. Take this rock, soul rock. I almost call it Solatone. Items. Eat. Windy. Belly filled up fully. Attract, we don't need that. Confuse Ray, that's not good. Worst part is I can't switch with Shem while I'm confused. Which really sucks. There we go. We're good. Okay. Okay, down here. I am kind of impressed by the AI on this Porygon, though. Like, they're always using Magnetize because, like, I have Dig. Because I can't use Dig because it's got basically the Levitate ability. And I can bet you that this probably has Levitate as well. Stun Seed. Ooh, Gray Gummy. Let's feed that to Shem. Little goodbye gift before I leave and become, you know, no longer alive. Take this rock, Lunatone. Yeah, take that rock. I'm just gonna throw a rock at Lunatone. That's, you know, the best solution to your problems. Throwing rocks at people. I feel like I've made that joke a lot. But that's just what you do in Mystery Dungeons. You throw rocks at your problems. You know? Nice. Okay. Next floor. 13th floor. 13th floor. Shadow Claw is good, but I don't think either of us can learn it, so. Lom Thrower. Do I need to throw a rock at you? Apparently so. Yeah. That's not— oh, that was such a cute sound! I love all those, like, little details in this game. It makes it just so adorable. Like, you know... Future Sight? That's not good. Haha. Can't Future Sight me if you're dead. Okay, there we go. Like I said, can't Future Sight me if you're dead. Okay, over here. Freaking coin. Although I'd much rather fight Bronzor than its evolution, so. Ooh! Shem's level 39! Yay, he's so strong! Our little boy is growing up. I'm so proud. So proud of our little Shem. Oh? Okay. Save spot. We've kind of long ways up. How much farther is to the top? Oh, oh, another tremor! That tremor was powerful. Must be getting worse. The tower must be falling apart faster. I'm not sure it's true, but if temporal tower regulates time like Lapper said, and if the tower collapses, our planet's paralysis will begin. So let's hustle, Wendy. Yes, let's save and continue first. So how are you guys in chat doing? We've been going through the temporal tower for a solid 10 minutes now, so we're getting there. Need some more water. Coral Spire. That's scary. That's a Porygon. Porygon 2, I think. No matter which one it is, it's scary because those things are bulky and they do a lot of damage. Yeah, die. Oranberry, I do want that. Can I swap out for it? I can swap the Cherry Berry. Because paralysis is temporary usually in this game, so. Although I am ready to cheese the heck out of the Dialga fight, because we just cheese the heck out of every boss fight in this game, let's be honest. Oh, I did not mean to give that to Shem, but Shem can have it. If I ever end up playing as Shem in the post— oh god, no. No, I'm not fighting you face on. I will throw rocks at you and Shem can electrocute you. That's a big scary boy. For those of you who don't know. He's a water dragon type, so he's really only weak to dragon type moves and fairy types, which are not existent in this game. So. Ooh, item. Items. Pure seed. Alright, guys. So pure seeds do teleport you to the exit, but like honestly, I'm fine with just wandering around the floor. Especially if you know. Oh, speaking of Bronzor or Bronzong, here is one. Haha, you got burned, bitch. Cool. Porygon, why are you here? You're so scary. There we go. Ooh, Reviver Seed, we want that. What can I switch for that? This plain seed that I have for no good reason. I think it's because I got knocked out at some point. 4th floor. Honestly, just gonna leave. I don't want to deal with that Porygon. Or Porygon 2 or whatever it was. Oh. Do I have any Petra Berries? I didn't think so. Do I have any heal? I do have a heal seed. Maybe I should have saved that, but also I feel like this is going to be a floor where it takes us a while to find the... Or not. I'm going to try to find another one somewhere. Stun Seed, that's helpful. Bruh! Why you gotta do this? Ooh. 109 okay. Stay away or... Oh! Oh, these are scary boys. I wonder if they have Levitate. Because if they don't, I'm just gonna try using Dig and see what happens. Okay, they don't. That's nice. I don't think the Porygon has Lemonade. Lemonade is my favorite ability. Levitate. Oh. Okay. Let's continue on. I can eat the apple, though. Eat Windy. Build up fully. 7th floor of the Temporal Spire. See, I told you this would be a big mega dungeon. Oh. Bad. Naughty. Don't do that to me, Porygon. Porygon 2. Okay, so it does have all 3 Porygons in this dungeon. That's not nice, bro. Okay. Let's do this. Special Band. 10 Poke in the last dungeon of the main game. That's a lovely reward. Smack. Okay. Oh, what's this? Another 16 Poke. It's a little bit more. Okay. Oh, okay. So no matter what we do, this guy is gonna wake up. I still can just hit with main attack. Nice job, Shem. You are so strong. Oh, goodness. Why are there so many Porygon evolutions? I don't appreciate them. I don't want them to be here. Okay. Pretty box. We don't need that. Oh! Focus Punch. Attract. 230 gold. That's money. I'll take that money. I mean, I'll take all the money, but... Roll Call Orb. Oh, are you good, Shem? Okay, nothing got turned to sludge. That's nice. Hidden Power. Stay away. 24 Poke. Thunder Wave. None of those we need. I would like to take... Oh! Temporal Pinnacle. Over here at the final boss, guys! Is this the top of Temporal Tower? Ah! Lightning! Look at the sky, Windy! Oh, that's scary. It's incredible! Red clouds are swirling! Ah! It happened again! The tower feels like it's gonna shake apart any moment! Let's hustle, Windy! Look over there! What could this be? It has a strange, mystical feel. There's a big circular pattern. Inside our indentations look like they've been gouged out. What is this? Wait a second. Those gouged out indentations, they're 5 in all. 5 slots. That means... What? 5 slots? That's it! If I set the 5 time gears into these 5 slots, we might prevent time from stopping. Okay, I'll do it. Ah! Ah! It turned all dark all of a sudden. Grrr. So, it's you! You seek the description of Temporal Tower! What? You're wrong! We're here to prevent the time from stopping! Time stopping? Time... Grrr! Dialga! Grrr! You dare bring ruin to the tower? No, that's wrong! We want to prevent the tower from collapsing! Silence, Grrr! For all those who threaten Temporal Tower, I will show no mercy! Grrr! It's no use, Wendy. He's not listening to us at all. Dialga is losing control because time is breaking down, but this isn't like Primal Dialga in the future. He's not yet fully consumed by the power of darkness. There's still a chance that Dialga can be brought back to reason. There's still hope. Here he comes, Wendy. Growl. Final boss. Final boss. Final boss. Okay. All the main theme remix. Okay. Moves. Let's hit you with a flamethrower. Or not. In prison. Move failed? Can I not choose Dialga? Crap! What is happening? Can I just not? Okay, now I can. Okay, we're good. I did not mean to use him. Okay, so occasionally my moves just won't work. That's good to know. Oh, this is not good. Yeah. I noticed that Shem fainted. Okay. Oh. Okay. That wasn't good. Are we back here? We have to hurry. We're nearly there. Let's keep going, Wendy. Did we lose our stuff? Yeah, we lost stuff. I'm just going to pretend like the game just crashed really quick. Sorry. The game just happened to crash there, guys. Don't want to lose my stuff. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Oh, look, I got the game back up, guys. Okay, let's see if we can actually beat Dialga this time. That's why there's so many items up in this next area. Because they want to make sure we're prepped for Dialga. Makes sense. Let's see if we can do that. I'm not sure that there's much we can do. Somnoscope. Hey, Shem, help me fight this guy. Yes, I just have to try to get him to pause. And just hope we get lucky. Because I'm pretty... we can't use orbs against him. So I could try to, like, put him to sleep with, like, a sleep seed or something. We'll see what happens. It's like the first boss fight we've lost. Oh, let's... okay. That's not a good sign. That we've already lost one driver seat here. Okay, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do, guys. I promised I'll do my best. Okay. Let's just proceed. I think there are only like 7 floors of this dungeon. If we have to do it more than this time, I'll speed up the game. But gotta be honest, I don't know how well this game handles being sped up. Stun seed. We might as well take it. Because we can use seeds in the fight. We can't use, we just can't use orbs. Hello, Porygon. You're just kind of vibing there, aren't you? Okay. Okay. I don't know. I'm trying to think of good things that we could do for Dialga. I wonder. Oh crap. We don't have any Reviver Seeds. Why don't we have any Reviver Seeds? That's not good. No, no. Eat. Okay. Well, I guess we'll do what we can. Maybe we can pick up a Reviver Seed on this floor or something. Let's just move on. Total ends on this floor 6. Okay, guys. Do you have any suggestions on how to deal with Dialga? Because clearly my normal strategy isn't going to work very well. Scope Lens, Sky Gummy. Huh. I think we might have just got unlucky with his ability as well. I think that might have been our main issue. There we go. You good, Shim? Flamethrower. Or not. Let's hit you with Dig, because I don't trust you. You know, what is Ground's relationship with Steel? Does anybody know? I think it's either weak or it's super effective, and I don't remember which. I suppose I could Google it. Or we could just experiment. Money! 4th floor. Oh, that's a big boy. Boost critical hit ratio. That could be interesting. Well, I'm not sure that's going to be very helpful for the Dialga fight if we can't hit half our moves, you know? Okay. Rest, we don't need that. I don't really want to deal with that Porygon. Ate the big apple. Moves, Flamethrower. Okay. Oh! Level 40, 49. 40. 40, I can read. That's good. Items. Eat Shim. Ooh, attack went up by 1, that's good. Items. Eat Windy. Nothing much. Okay. So there's 7 floors. This is gonna be interesting, guys. We'll see what we can do. Okay. Hey, do you guys have any thoughts on the best way to fight that Dialga? Cause like... I'm not really sure that I do. Not really sure at all. Okay, move to flamethrower. Oh yeah, I could test my dig theory against these guys because they're steel type. Little effect, okay. But that could also be because it was flying, so... Don't know. I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna Google Pokemon is steel good against... Is ground good against steel? Ground Pokemon are strong against electric, fire, poison, rock, and steel type. So I can use Dig on Dialga. That might be a big brain move, if I'm being honest. Because that way he can't hit me if he locks on to me. Just thinking. I'm also thinking that Sleep Seed might be good to pick up. Okay. Items. Let us just eat an apple. Pick up the Sleep Seed. And see what we can do. Roll call or proceed. 7th floor. I believe there's only 7 floors in this part of the dungeon, so... Yeah, we'll see how long this takes. I think we can do it tonight, though. Oh, several food items went bad. That's not good. I don't think it was any of our steeds, so that's all that really matters. Munch. What does a munch bell do? I'm gonna go see what that does, because I don't know what that does. There we go. What does this do? Boost attack and special. Oh! Oh! Yeah, give that to Shem. Okay. Items. Swap with scope lens. Items. Give to Shem. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. I did not mean to use Dig. Did not mean to use Dig there. Oh, I just can't move now. That's sure nice of you, Bronzor. What's in here? Berry and Poke. You know what? Let's just leave. I don't want to deal with this. Proceed. 8th floor. Were there 9 floors? I don't remember how many floors there were. If I am being honest with you. Let's hit you with another flamethrower. Okay. Let's see if we can get to Dialga. What are you guys in chat up to? Are you just vibing? Vibing is fair. Fossil, I don't know. I'm still worried about Dialga, guys. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how we're gonna beat it. I guess we're just gonna use seeds and hope that it works. And if we die again, we get to go through this whole— oh god, there's a lot of these guys. I was not expecting that. Okay. We can deal with these guys. So I might ask Shem to help. And I can just throw rocks at them. Yeah, and I know there's another one coming. Yeah, can you kill the other Salamence, Shem? I believe in you. Oh crap! No! No, I used Dig! Good! Good, I'm glad it didn't hit Shem. That would have been very bad. I did not mean to try to hit you, Shem. I'm sorry. Oh, lock on. That's not good. It's not very nice of you, bro. Yeah, you're burned now. Deal with it. Okay. Power band, blue gummy. Oh. So I can take the blue gummy. That might be useful. You're dark type? That's not very nice, bro. Bro, why do you keep beating up Shem, my little tiger cub? Lion cub? One of the two. Let's eat this on Shem. Okay. Proceed. Let's see what we can do. I'm gonna mute the game really quick. And just mash through this dialogue. Because we've already seen this. And we don't really need to watch it again. Okay. Come on. Strange mystical feel. Gav's Ardent Temptations. Yeah. 5 time gears. Dialga being a dick. Yeah, we're here to stop time from stopping, bro. Okay. I do not dare to bring the Show No Mercy. Okay. Here's the game audio. I will show no mercy, grow! Yeah. We have to fight him, and I need to click on the game so I can play it. Yeah, if this is not like Primal Dialga. I forgot that I had a whole bunch of dialogue here. Okay. Let's see what we can do against Dialga. Okay. True questions. What can we do? I think we're just going to move here. Items, and we're going to throw. Yes. Ah! He woke up! Throw. Moves, dig. Shem! Get up here! Shem! What are you doing? Why weren't you attacking? Okay. Let's try that one more time, and I'm just going to speed through that dungeon. So, yeah, let's see what we can do, guys. See how fast we can go through. Okay. Hello, Porygon. So I think maybe what we'll do is we'll let Dialga come to us. I'll use Dig. I can smack it with a Sleep Seed. And we can go from there and hopefully get lucky. Okay. Let's go. Let's speed run through this room. I just don't want to make you guys have to sit through this dungeon again. For like the 3rd time. It really sucks that like he only stays like immobilized or sleeping for 1 turn though. That really sucks. Like, ugh. 199. Why would you give me poison jab? But I do know now that I should be using Dig. It does a lot more damage than Flamethrower. So we know that for now. For our next time. No, you're not gonna come here. You're gonna make me hit you with a Flamethrower. Okay. Poke. Gosh darn it, guys. Just bad luck. And I'm going to throw and just smack you. Smack you. Okay. Yes. So what is everybody in chat up to? Oh, you are awake. I'm just here, struggling. Okay. Bro, why do you keep speeding up? It's not cool. Oh, and I got teleported. That's lovely. Can you do this, Shem? Can you beat him? Yes. Oh, I didn't realize there was a path down. I don't know. I feel like the Pokemon are actually really good at finding you in this game when you get separated. Oh, and I'm asleep. Bronzong. No. Bad Pokemon. Yeah. Oh god, I'm not dealing with this. Let's just go. Alright, or I'm dealing with it because I'm asleep. Okay, there we go. That's my vibe right now. It's just frustration with this game. Heal Seed, don't need that. Vacuum Cut, don't need that. Blue Gummy, don't need that. Okay. But you know, we're learning, and that's the important thing, guys. Level 40, nice. Okay. There we go. Proceeding. Full hold. Don't need that. Proceed. Okay. Boost. Flamethrower. Sorry, I don't have much to talk about, guys. I'm being honest. Just, you know, figuring out the Dialga fight for the third time. But I think we have a decent plan now that I know a little bit more what I'm doing. Gosh darn it, I attracted Pokemon to us. I'm sorry, Shem. My apologies. Yes, deal with that. Okay. Geopebble. Oh gosh. Keep getting all of the traps activating on us, unfortunately. Yeah, die Porygon. Okay, so I think there were 11 floors in this pre-dungeon. Yeah, proceed. And I don't think we got as many sleep seeds this time, unfortunately. Which is not good, but I think we still should have 1 or 2 in our inventory, and we'll have, knock on wood, a Reviver Seed this time, so that's good. That's useful to have, because, you know, we won't die immediately. Okay. Let's keep going. Money. Quick Seed. I want that. Swap. With the box, that's fine. Proceed. Okay, Temporal Pinnacle. Let's try this one more time. I think Quick Seed is a good idea. I can give that to me. Strange Mystical Feel. Yes, yes, yes. We've been through this dialogue 100 times already. Okay, so I think the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna eat that Quick Seed when we get into combat. Yep, hello Dialga. Yeah, you'll show no mercy. Okay. Let's slow down the game and get the audio on for you guys. I mean, it's good that he hasn't been fully consumed by darkness, but like, he's still angry, boy. Okay. Items. I want Quick Seed, eat Windy. Okay. Items. Hey, Shem. you can't actually change the battle tactics in this game, never mind. Flamethrower. Flamethrower. Dig. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Okay, Shem, that's not good. That's really not good. Items. No. Okay. And that's all we have. Okay. In prison. Good. You can't move, Dialga. You're not allowed to move, sir. Okay, yes. Attack nothing. Gosh darn it. No, 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 don't attack Shem. Eat an orange berry, Shem. You're almost dead. Okay. Okay, come on, Shem. Moves, flamethrower. Okay, flamethrower one more time. I know I said I would use dig, but everything I'm doing is missing. So it's not good. We're not having a good time, guys. You can use items? Oh, no! No! We were so close! Guys, we were so close. Thank you so much for the raid, Myadine. We are currently, trying to fight the final boss of Mr. Dungeon Explorers of Sky, and we're failing. How are you guys doing? Was the Star Wars good? I hope the Star Wars was good. If you guys were still playing that at the end of the year. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Jolar0. Welcome to the community. I really appreciate it. Okay. Yeah, thank you guys so much for the raid. How was the stream? So we're gonna go... No problemo. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so... Hello! Welcome. So, we're just trying to beat the final boss of this game, and it's hard. I'm glad the stream went well. Yeah, that was like the third time we fought it, and we were like super close to killing him. And then he was like, "No, I'm gonna use Roar of Time and knock out your main Pokemon. And if either of us gets like fully knocked out, that is the end of the fight." So it's it's a lot of fun. But I'm hoping that we can get some good items, because this like little area before it is meant to help you stock up on items. So I think we're going to try to explore here a little more fully. And see if we can get any items that are good. And I have the audio off simply because it does not sound good when it's sped up. So, yeah, we're going to try to go through here. And see if we can get anything good. Yeah, so the real issue with Dialga is that he has this thing that makes it so that your attacks don't always fire. And, like, if I try to imprison him, it'll only last for one turn, which is super annoying. So it's like, I think I'm gonna keep going for Dig. I need to actually go for Dig when I fight him next time, because I kept, like when he's up close and personal. We need a strategy plan. Okay. So what are you guys in chat all up to? Play any games on your own? Or are you just here vibing with me? Either is understandable. But yeah, this room, this little mini dungeon has like 11 floors, I think? 10 floors? Something like that. So we can at least get some time to prep for the boss. The big issue with the boss is we can't use orbs in boss rooms. Ooh, free play? What free play in what game? Oh wait, Lego Star Wars. That makes sense. Big brain. Yeah. How far in the game did you guys end up getting? I had to leave for dinner, and then I came back and started streaming. How far did you guys get? Did you do the pod race? I think that's a thing that happens. Beat episode 1? Cool. Very cool. Yeah, I do not know much about the Star Wars, unfortunately. I know there's a guy and his father is evil, and the father was also a main protagonist, and I always get them confused. Okay, that's not great. But we'll do our best. Ooh, good luck with your schoolwork. What kind of D&D are you guys doing? I really like D&D. I'm currently GMing some Pathfinder, actually. We're playing the Abomination Vault, which is a lot of fun. And I'm a player in a Candlekeep, which is a campaign, which is also a lot of fun. But yes, good luck with your schoolwork. Schoolwork is very important to do. Ooh, level 40, that's nice. Okay. I'm hoping we can find maybe another Reviver Suit or two. That would be super nice. Yeah, TTRPG, the tabletop RPG scene is very fun. Petroscarf, Royal Gummy. I might as well feed this to Shem. Ooh, they're trying to put an end to a war. That sounds fun. What is your party composition looking like? Party comp is always very important. Actually, I'm playing, in Candlekeep at least, I'm playing a Storm Sorcerer, Tempest Cleric. So he is the bulk of a Cleric, and the AoE of a Storm Sorcerer. Storm Sorcerer, it's a lot of fun. Okay, Shem, you good, bro? Bro, this is not very nice of you to just attack us. Quickseed, I do want that. That was really useful in the last fight. What else we got? Money, Faux Fear, we can't use that. Ooh, gummies. So gummies raise your IQ and occasionally give you stat boosts, which is why I'm making sure to eat them. So, if anybody was wondering who has not played the game before. I don't know. This is Mr. Dungeon. So basically we just go through randomized dungeons through the entire game. It's a lot of fun. And basically in this game, time is falling apart. So we're trying to save the world by putting... We're going to this... gosh darn it. Let's try that one more time. See, if you get knocked out, you lose a lot of items. So, yeah, I need to focus and not die again. Okay, let's try that one more time. Well, this is a Yes, let's go on. Basically, we go through randomized dungeons through the whole game, and it's a lot of fun. Flamethrower. And I'm playing is Windy the Vulpix. Ooh. That is a very nice party composition. I'm assuming the Rangers are like different kinds of Rangers. That would make sense if you're gonna have two on the same team. Yeah, my Candlekeep campaign, we're called the Frontliners, because all of our characters are built to be like right up on the front line, which is very interesting, because like none of us have ranged attacks. Oh, this isn't good. Like we have my character, the Storm Sorcerer, who's a centaur. We have a Bugbear Fighter Samurai. We have a Herringon Fighter Rune Master. And then we have the Sword Song, Blade Song Wizard. That's what it is. It's a lot of fun. And we have, 3 monstrous races and a tiefling, so it's a great party comp. Ooh, Drake Warden, that's fun. I've never played Drake Warden, but I've been meaning to play Drake Warden or Swarmkeeper. One of those two. They both seem very interesting. Ooh, dual class monk blade slinger. That's very interesting. If you're looking for a really fun monk dual class, actually, I actually made this monk who has a level in fighter so that I can get that one fighting style that gives you like an increase. It gives you like a D8 for your unarmed strikes. And then I have a level in rogue so I can get sneak attack. It's great and it's very fun. Oh, Shem, why did you have to attack it? We could have left. Oh, and I got teleported. We could have left him sleep, Shem. Buddy, what are you doing? Yeah. Yes. I don't know. Pathfinder is very fun. In the campaign that I'm doing, sorry, D&D and Pathfinder are very fun. In the campaign that I'm running, we're doing the Abomination Vaults. And we have an interesting party comp. We have a bard. We have a bard, a fighter, a swashbuckler, and an inquisitor. I think that's 5. Bard, fighter, swashbuckler, inquisitor. Yeah, that's 5. But they only have one spellcaster, which is like very strange for a party. And bards aren't necessarily the best at like attacking spellcasting, so the bard is just there in the background buffing everybody else while they'll just throw themselves at the enemies. It's kind of hilarious. Ooh, level 40, that's good. And one of their planners managed to skip to the boss of the next floor of the dungeon and almost got one shot and infected with ghoul fever, which means if they don't make their saves against a higher DC because it was from a boss, they get turned into a ghoul. Not good. So. True. Everyone having healing is actually pretty nice. Yeah, I don't know. I actually have a friend on D&D Beyond that I'm in a campaign with, and they own all the books, so like I can just get access to all of the books through D&D Beyond, which is very nice. Makes it very easy to make insane characters. Let's be honest. I can try to throw a rock at it. Oh, I can hit with the rock from here. Shem, can you hit it? Thank you, buddy. Yeah. Let's see if we can actually make it to the boss this time. I am exploring, True. It is always nice to own your own copies of books. I totally get that. Yeah. But I'm hoping we can get to Dialga today. We're probably only gonna stream until like 8:30 CST, because I have to do some other stuff tonight. So hopefully it won't take us more than an hour to beat the boss. That would be nice. Third floor. I'm just hoping we can find like good items that we can use to actually fight Dialga. So we'll see what we can do. We will see what we can do. Okay. Ooh, blue gummy item. Now let's eat on Windy. Okay. Yeah, I think I kind of just want to try to fight him again, if I'm being honest. The more time we spend in this pre-dungeon, the more likely it is that I'll accidentally get myself killed. So let me get some water really quick. These mystery dungeons tend to take quite a bit out of my voice. simply because there's so many different characters that I have, like, individual voices for. Obviously, we haven't really seen that yet. Oh, that's not good. Let's heal up. This is why I don't like Porygon. It is much too powerful for being a little man. Little funny man. Great, now I'm asleep. Okay. Speaking of little funny man, here's another one. Yeah, you can deal with that. Stamina band, we don't need that. Let's just leave. I don't want to deal with this. Okay. Yeah. Let's see if there's anything in this level. Ooh, max elixir, that's helpful. I mean, not for like the upcoming boss fight, but it's still helpful. Okay. More temporal spire. Okay. Oh, good. I'm glad no Pokemon showed up from that trap. Yeah. Trying to think. I am actually in another campaign for Pathfinder. I don't know if we're gonna keep meeting or not, though. We're doing Hell's Rebels, which is like we're in this gang called the Silver Ravens, and we want to overthrow the totalitarian government. I think that's what's going on. I don't know. I kind of joined the campaign halfway through. I mean, having a lot of fun. I'm playing a swashbuckler named Cowrie, and he is a fairy prince, but he was exiled by his father, the king, because he's an illegitimate child of a changeling suitor. So that's fun. So he has been kicked out of the first world. So we're having fun there. Yeah, let's just leave. See if we can get to the boss. Set move can't be used. Great. Clearly, we've been fighting a lot of things. It's only level 8 and it's already... Goodness gracious. Hello there, buddy. Yeah. Hello there to you, too. Okay. Let's see. Sleep Seed. I want that. We can swap that for the Plain Seed. 110 Poke. Let's use Dig, because that's the only move I have access to right now. And then we can use Dig again. Yeah, and he'll move forward. See, you can sometimes trick... Ooh, Shamgrew to level 40! Good boy! He's so strong! Yes, but it's very exciting. This game is very fun. Getting dizzy from hunger. That's probably not good. I should probably eat some. There we go. Yeah, I don't actually own any physical copies of any of the D&D books, but I do own the Pathfinder book. One of them, at least. Because I got the beginner's box. Oh, that is fun. That is a very fun backstory. I feel like aquatic characters are underused. I can appreciate that backstory. Tempora Pinnacle. We're here again, guys. Okay. You know what I might try to do? File. Save state. Okay, we might see if we just might try this save state thing. I've never actually tried this, so I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but it might save us a lot of time. Yes, 5 slots, 5 slots. Put it in there and fight Dialga. Yeah, we're here to stop time from breaking. Necesito agua, por favor. Mary, if you're interested, I do have a Discord that is linked on my bio. If you want to talk to us, get more active stream notifications of like when our streams will actually be happening. Anybody that is here can feel free to join that. And I also have my VOD channel linked there, so you can see all my old stream VODs. Because, you know, Twitch sometimes deletes them because Twitch is weird. Let me tell you what that audio is, if it's too loud, too soft. Okay. Items, what do I have? You know, let's see if I can use this. Okay, that's what I thought. Items. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Mary. Welcome to our little community here. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dig. What are you doing, Dialga? We're gonna dig one more time. Oh, that's not good. So next, we're going to grow the sleep seed, and we're going to have a good dinner. I'm sure we'll beat him at some point. Okay, Shem is healed up. Thank you for the well wishes. Okay. Moose, let's dig. Shem, I'm not really sure why you're using Thunder Fang. Okay. Items. Sleep Seed, throw. Okay, and let's try dig one more time. Oh goodness, Shem! Okay, that is our last sleep seed. Okay. Yes! We beat him! We beat him, guys! We beat Dialga! Growl. We beat him. We did it! Okay, Wendy, it's time. While Dialga's still down, I'll go put in the time gears. What? This tremor is the worst it's been. The temporal tower must be nearing total collapse. If that were to happen, the destruction will accelerate until the planet is fully paralyzed. I've gotta hurry. Come on, Shem, you can do it. This floor is heaving. It's hard to put the time gears in place. Yes, you got them. Done! They're all set. Shem did it! Shem saved the world. Are you okay, buddy? Why? I put the time gears where they're supposed to go. Why won't this tremor stop? It can't be. Was I too late? Will Temporal Tower continue to collapse? Is it too late to stop the planet's paralysis? Oh. This is... Where? Shem? Hey, Wendy? Where? This is Temporal Tower. Dialga! You have no cause for alarm. I have regained my reason. What? Temporal Tower has taken heavy damage, but it has survived. Now observe. You gonna fix it? Do you have magic construction powers? Ooh! This is... Dialga must be showing this to us. He must be using telepathy to do so. Ah, time is flowing again. This must be Tree Shroud Forest. But it's not the same. When we were in Tree Shroud Forest, the time was stopped. Time is moving again. It's Treasure Town. Everyone looks so happy. It's Temporal Tower. It seems to be badly damaged, but it's still standing. Temporal Tower didn't collapse. It survived. Temporal Tower has survived the crisis. Time has returned to normal here. Thus, time has resumed in places where it has stopped. Because you stopped the ruin of Temporal Tower, the planet's paralysis has been prevented. The world's peace has been restored. But really? We did it, Windy! We finally did it! We brought peace to the world! Allow me to thank you. I thank you for reaching the Hidden Land. You had the courage to stand up to me even as I raged out of control. You have presented the room of Temporal Tower in the nick of time. Thank you. All this I owe to you. Dialga, but all is not as it should be. It will take time. I must see to the repair of Temporal Tower. The Hidden Land, too, has been ravaged, but the Rainbow Stone ship should still be operable, and Lapras should be awaiting your return. Okay, let's go home, Windy. Back to Treasure Town. Guys, we did it. We did it, guys. Save completed. Oh. What's the matter, Windy? Let's hurry. My body feels heavy. What's wrong? Why am I struggling to move? It's like my legs are weighed down. Maybe now that we changed the future, my own disappearance is drawing near. Tremors! It's settled down. I guess that things are still settling back to normal. Let's go, Windy. Well, that's not good. This light. Okay, finally. Time has finally arrived. My time with Shem ends now. Hey, Windy! Huh? Windy? What is it? What's wrong with you? Sorry, Shem. I kept this to myself for a long time. Looks like I have to say goodbye. What? Goodbye? What do you mean? Dusknoir told me. If we change the future, the Pokemon from the future would disappear. That's why I'm destined to disappear too. Huh? What? But why? But why? I don't understand. Thank you for everything. I'm gonna disappear from here now. But Shem, I'll never forget you. But wait a second. I only made it this far because you're with me, Windy. Don't you understand? You make me strong, Windy. If you go, Windy, I don't know what I would... No, Shem. You have to be strong on your own. You have to live. You have to go home. Tell everyone about what happened here so that nothing like this ever happens again. Windy. The light is getting brighter. Don't, Windy. Don't go. Thank you for everything, Shem. I'm glad we got to train together at the guild. I'm glad we got to go on adventures together. I'm glad I got to know you, Shem. Wait, Windy. I'm sorry. I'm so lucky that you were my friend. Feel the same, Windy? To me, Windy, you're more important than anything. Yes, I feel the same way. Shem, even after I disappear from here, I will never forget you. Windy! It's so sad, guys. Our little baby's all alone. I have to live. I have to get home alive, get home, and tell everyone what happened. Because it's Windy's last wish. Gosh darn it. I knew this was coming and I'm still tearing up, guys. There's the Rainbow Stone ship. Wow. Gosh. Oh, little baby. All alone. gosh. This is making me so sad. Temporal Tower is getting further and farther away. And Windy. I'm getting farther away from Windy. Oh, Windy. And so, Windy and Shem finally succeeded in their mission and saved the world from disaster. Shem departed from Temporal Tower and traveled across the ravaged hidden land, rode Lapras across the sea, and safely returned to Treasure Town. On returning to the guild, Shem told everyone about the adventure, about what happened in the Hidden Land, about what took place in Temporal Tower, about Grovyle, and about Windy. Of course, Shem also spoke how the disruption of time was stopped, and how the world was restored to peace. Shem told the story whenever and wherever possible, to as many Pokemon as possible. It was a story that had to be told. It was a story of a hope for world peace. It was a story of a hope for future peace. So months passed. Treasure Town returned to its cheerful routines. The scars from the planet's injuries slowly healed, and life gradually returned to normal. Huh? Howdy, Shem. Going out? Yes, out for a walk. Sounds nice. Yep. It'll be dinner time soon, though. You don't want to be late for that. Okay, understood. Oh, it's the beach where we first met, guys. Doing my best not to cry, guys. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, wow. This is beautiful. I haven't seen this for a long time. It's as beautiful as I remember. I've been too busy to come and see it, but I've missed this fantastic sight. I wonder when it was when I last saw this. The last time was... Oh, the last time I saw this was when I met Windy. Ah! Someone's clapped in the sand! What happened? Are you okay? The view is just like that this time, too. The current blowing all those bubbles along the beach. I noticed someone right here. He was unconscious. That was when Wendy and that's when our adventure began. Would you be willing to form an exploration team with me? I'm convinced that I can form an effective exploration team with you, Wendy. So will you, please? Oh, my stomach growled. Your stomach growled too, Wendy. Notice I worked up a big appetite. We were so focused on rescuing Azurill that I didn't even notice at all. But now I'm even hungrier. Come on, let's go get dinner, Wendy. I'm putting all my faith in you, Wendy. Yes, I totally believe in you, Wendy. Made me realize that I made the right decision in joining an exploration team. One day I'm sure I'll solve the secret of my relic fragment. That's the dream I have. If it ever came true, I'd surely be faint from happiness. This is scary. We need to be brave. I need to face up to this. There's no giving up now, Wendy. Are you taking in this view? This is so magical. just breaking the rope. Now! Attack! Go! Gah! Wendy, thank you. You tried to pick me up because I was feeling down. Let's always do our best, Wendy. Let's go for it. Let's jump into the quicksand pit, Wendy. Let's go, Wendy. Onward to Azelf's Lake. Wendy, we have to get back to our own world. Hey, Wendy, we have to do this for Grovile's sake. Let's go to Temporal Tower. I remember it all so fondly. All those memories of my time with Wendy. Memories of Wendy. But now, Wendy is gone. And Wendy isn't here anymore. Ah, Shem! You've been gone so long I took to worrying about you. But what's the matter? Bidoof! Bidoof! Ah! What? What's all the matter? Guys, my heart! Aw, it's so sad. Shem! Baby boy! Our small child is so sad. And that's the end of the game, guys! Shem crying on the beach with Bidoof. Well, we did it. We beat the game, guys. Took like a while. But we beat the game. Thank you guys for supporting and watching our adventure in Pokemon Explorers the Sky. But don't worry, we're not done yet. We have a whole lot of post-game to do. And we have to do all of the secret episodes, all the memories, whatever they're called. All of those. We're gonna do all those. Yeah. But if I'm aware of, there's like a huge post-game that takes you to like level 60 or 80 or something. So we're gonna do all of it, guys. We're gonna experience it together, and most of that will be blind for me because I just didn't know it existed as a kid, so I never played it. Yeah. Great game, guys. I love this game. It has such good story. I don't think we can skip the credits, but you know, we shouldn't skip the credits. We should enjoy these credits, guys. Enjoy the game. Wow. That was an emotional stream, guys. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed that. Obviously we still have a lot coming, but yeah. It's a very good game. It's a very good game. And there's still a lot more in it. Yeah. Whew. I'm not sure how long these credits are, guys, but such a good game. Such a good game. Such a good story. It's so emotional. This is definitely the best of the Mystery Dungeon games, but they're all still really good. I highly recommend you play any of them. They're all great. There's one on the Switch. There's 2 on the 3DS, and then 2 on the DS, and 1 on the Game Boy, I believe. If you have any of those consoles, you can play it. Highly, 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 highly recommend it. It's They're good for a good game and a good cry. Yeah. We're at the executive producers. I think this is the end of the credits, guys. We made it. I did cry a little bit, I'm gonna be honest. I had some tears. But the game is good. You just gotta cry sometimes. You know? Oh? What's up? Oh, back to Temporal Tower. In the Hidden Land. Now to Temporal Tower. Shem, when you left here and you bid farewell to this place from the Rainbow Stone ship, your sorrow, I felt its intensity even here. That's how you feel even now. If Windy were to share those feelings, I will grant your wish. The world needs you both. That is why I will trust you with a gift. I leave to you the future. Oh, this is my thanks. Please accept it. Bro. Oh? Oh? Oh! Oh! Dialga brought us back! Oh, that's so sweet! We're alive again, guys! That's the end of the game! Aw, that's such a sweet ending, guys. And saving the adventure. Save completed. Guys, we did it. We beat the game. Came back to life. And I think that's where we're gonna end for the stream for today. Thank you so much for coming, everybody. I really appreciate it. And why don't we go raid Teus Flips? Looks like they're playing some Celeste. Have a nice time over there. I will join you guys over there soon. Have a nice night, everybody, and thank you so much for coming. See you again on Thursday. Same time, same place.